Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Spazcraft. Gur is taking me on a little boat ride through our crop field, and uh, looks like she got it stuck in the soul sand. Oh no, it's stuck here forever. Oh no, it's stuck. I guess because the soul sand's technically like one layer lower, that now the boat can't get out of it. I guess that's not gonna happen. I guess that's not going to happen. The one thing with boats on land, they're actually really good transport, um, but they get stuck. So today, or rather just in this episode, I'm going to build a lighthouse. I got a couple good comments from some people that remember the tornado survival episode, like a fun episode where I went back and pulled up my Minecraft survival series world that I talked about when I was touring Davis's place, and you guys remember me destroying that, but many of you don't quite remember that actual series, my first Minecraft survival series. You don't actually remember me in that series, you just remember me revisiting it later in the tornado days. Well, if you were a fan of Eldon, or you played on that server a long time ago, or you watched my videos on it, twice I built a lighthouse based on a design I found online, tweaked it myself, and then built it. The first one was in my own private land I built in the wilderness, in I think we called it like the Wintergreen, but we basically all just owned a bunch of wildland together and decided we'd not have a town that map. And I built a whole bunch of different houses and styles, and I had some cool stuff. But anyway, that was the first time I built the lighthouse. It was right when they introduced the redstone lamps, so I was able to get it to kind of like a rotating light, and it was striped red and white, or white and blue all the way up, because it was built in a wintry biome, and it kind of overlooked a frozen lake, and didn't really quite fit in, but it was just a cool build that I did. And then again, I brought that same design back, except for I tweaked it a bit more, and I think I made it either a bit smaller. I think I made it a bit smaller, or a bit, I think it was a bit smaller, at least up at the top. Or maybe it was the same size, but it was white and red that time, white and red striped, and I built it in Torricelli, which was the town that I built, which was my favorite Eldon town that I ever built, and it was my favorite Eldon map really ever. And I was when I was with Zerthick, and I had just met Necker, and it was the map where we had a whole bunch of, it was like the Italian cliffside village where we had a bunch of red brick and white clade style buildings on a cliffside over the ocean, and that was the lighthouse in town where we had the big underwater glass dome mob arena, which is really awesome. So I'm going to basically use that design of a lighthouse, and I thought a lighthouse would look really good here for spawn. And we'll work on like making these cliff sides where the water is, and it kind of overlooks this cove that you can kind of come in, and it's kind of to show the islands, because it's really deep water and it gets shallow really quick. So there's some shoals there. So I'm going to start building that. I've been collecting a lot of clay. I'm going to go with the white and blue idea because I really do like those colors, and I think they'll fit in kind of okay. White and black might have worked, but I'm just going to go ahead and do white and blue. And I'm going to build it right here on this nice piece of land that is surrounded by water on three sides, this nice peninsula. So I'm going to get some resources together, and we will get started, and I'm going to steal... Oh, he broke the boat. I thought I was in it. Steal the boat. Oh. Can I break this boat from under them? Ha! I broke the boat. Oh, let me get my torch. Well, let me get some stuff together, and I need to pull up that video. I haven't found I didn't look at the video on Torricelli, but I did look up the video where I toured some of my creations in Eldon, and I walked around. I gave a pretty good tour of the lighthouse, at least the inside, not so much the outside. But I'm going to pull that video up, and then I'm going to also pull up the Torricelli tour, see if they've got pretty good details of that. However, I could probably find the world maps either hidden in the depths of my computer or on the World of Eldon website, but I haven't been over there or on the forums in years, so I think I'm just going to use my YouTube videos and do my best bet, because again, I'm not trying to do an exact replica, but I do want to do something kind of similar to it. So I'll clear and prep this area, and we'll get ourselves going. Oh god, look! There's a creeper on the roof! Creeper on the roof! On the roof. How did he get up there? I wonder if I can kill him. Oh. Now this is a hard shot because you got to get it to drop just right. Oh, no, he moved. Stop moving. I'm not that good of a shot. Come on. So close. There we go. What a kill. What a kill. Alright, well, I've got all my stuff here. This land is cleared out. I have lots of stacks of wool. Probably not enough, but we have some. So let me just dump a bunch of the resources in here, and then I will get to work on the base. It's going to be a very basic design. It's just going to have a little bit of a platform at the bottom, probably made out of stone, with a little door on the inside, and then it's going to have the alternating layers that spiral around, and then on the top it's going to have the 2 floors, probably a walkway floor, with the stuff inside, and then it's going to have the lights at the top with a little bit of redstone, and then underground we'll probably have a little bit of a room, but we have that storage room under there, so probably just going to go ahead and connect that. Yeah, I'm listening to the Minecraft albums, and it's probably really loud in your ears and over my voice, and you probably can't hear me. Okay, so I think I've laid it out. I looked at both of the videos. The one in Torricelli was different in that the top was different. I think it was a little bit more squared off on its full shape, but the top was different because I had to do the redstone different because on the server it lagged. I remember that, so I had to set the circuit up differently for the redstone, which meant that there was issues going on, and I had to do a different setup. So instead of it being like a constant beam, it was like the light on one side turns on, then the one on the other, and then around. It wasn't like a full continuous light around the circumference of the top of the lighthouse, where in the older map it was. Now that map we had a lot of lag. That was the reasons why that map did not last long. We had to restart it because something weird was happening with one of the plugins we had. So there was a ton of lag on the server, and I don't think we're going to have that problem on this one. So I should be able to use the one I used in the old design, which was a smoother loop, which means things will be a little bit more rounded off, and I think that'll look a little bit better. So this is how I've done this. I could smooth it out even like a bit more and do it like this, but I don't know. I think I want the flat. I just don't know if I... Well, here, well, let me try laying this out, and then we'll see, because I'm not sure which way I want to do it. I think I'm going to do it more squared off, because at the top I'll have more room, because whatever I do here at the bottom, I want to kind of mimic that same design at the top, and if I do it too rounded, then these diagonal ones make it really hard to get the redstone lamps in there, and then to get the minecart to hit all the circuitry. It gets weird. I think I'd rather it just be flat. So actually, that's what I'm going to go for. This is a tough decision. I'm actually not sure. Maybe I could get it to work rounded. I would just have to work on that and survive in single player. Just maybe wouldn't be as smooth as a beam that would rotate around. It would be more of a kind of rough. It'd be rough around the edges. It would do it like multiple pieces at a time. It wouldn't be like a nice smooth beam. That would be the negative of this. Well, here, let's take a look. Let's take a look from above. Because there's a chance that this looks substantially better. See, that looks like a diamond. I would have to make it like a complete... Yeah. I could probably round that out a bit more if I knew what I was doing. I think I'm going to go with the square design, just for simplicity's sake. If the smoother one, we end up getting this nice, better, rounder one, then we'll build that in the next location, or I'll build a second lighthouse out on the water somewhere. Okay. Well, let me put this back to the way it was, and then start layering this up, and we'll go from there. I have been a little bit hard at work. I took a few days off. Actually, it was more like a week off. The server, my host was upgrading some stuff, and the server was down for that, and then there was some sort of error after they did the upgrade, and I had about 3 days, almost 4 days without the server, and it was kind of terrible. So I played more Stardew Valley and recorded some more episodes of that, which is nice because those needed some freshening up. So those videos haven't been recorded since May. But Zerthick and I didn't make too much progress. It's horrible right now. Trust me, it's really terrible. And I've been messing around with this like crazy. So until about an hour ago, see this bottom one? It was just like this. It was like a straight flat. It was flush with the bottom of this and it went straight down. And then I had a lip around the bottom and then you couldn't really see the lights. Let me start here. First off, let me show the path. The path is nice. Zerthick built the path, of course, which means this path is nice. So this is the nice little path that comes up to it. Yeah, this is how this goes. So, you know, just expansions of the walls, keep it in the theme. And here's the inside. This is what a serious problem was. The top. So, of course, this... Whoa. There's two of them in here. Okay, no ender pearl. Maybe this guy will? Wow, they're not teleporting away either. I didn't have rain last night. Why did they both end up in here? Maybe they pack spawn in the dark in here, actually. I mean, it's a possibility that they could have actually done that. So anyway, it was completely straight and it looked really terrible, and I tried putting designs in the side of it and it just didn't make it look any good. And in the end, it looked like I needed to layer it because it just looked like crap. It needed to be layered. So that's what I went ahead and started doing. I was like changing the three different ones, but I didn't want to change the top because the top is really kind of difficult. I remember this being the issue before. It was so hard to get a redstone synced up where you either don't have this middle one, you've just got like these three, or you've just got a star. Somebody did something with comparators. They had a nice loop, but I wanted to use the minecart, and then I was trying to get a mob to spawn in here to get in the minecart. I got one to spawn a spider. I put it in the minecart, went down to get a name tag because I realized I forgot one. It came back up and despawned. It was terrible because if I do this and have this, I mean, you can see it doesn't light that one up, so it's like kind of a pain in the butt. But then I can upload these top ones, but then I was like, I could go down one more level, but then I'm only going to have a star here. I'm not going to have these, so I could just have like 2 stars and not have one underneath and one above. I'm not really quite sure how that's going to go, but this is the best design Zerthick and I could get. It is really hard because the reason why these designs are difficult and you can't have a nice smooth, like you can't have the redstone lamps here and here, is because detector rails and powered rails cannot be turned. Normal rails can be turned. So if you want it to be turned in a loop and not have separate loops going, this is like as best you can do. If you guys know another design that is like more smooth all the way around, let me know. But I've really been digging around and couldn't find it. And I remember this being the problem the last 2 times I built one of these redstone things, one of these lamps. Now this, we were thinking maybe like 2 different layers to really get this grown up nicely, and we couldn't get the minecarts to find a way to time them so that they rotated together at the exact same time. So this size up here is kind of locked in, because if you put this right next to these will, I believe that these directly powered the block, but it didn't power like the star. Like if you put redstone into it, you get the middle one and then you get the one on either side. But if you just put these directly next to it, you're only going to get the one, so that wouldn't work, and I couldn't shrink this really down anymore. So this top size is kind of maxed out. But then I was thinking I could kind of have stairs at the bottom, or even like take out this rim here and just have the lights exposed, kind of sticking out one extra, which might look a little bit better, and it'll help it make it the top platform not look so big, which I think is what I'm going to try next. But getting a little bit of work on this, I haven't quite finished up. I was just seeing if the layered idea looked better, like Davis was suggesting, and I think it does. So I think these 3 layered work better. It's just now to make the top not look so terrible and maybe cut those corners out of that square one up there. We'll have to see. But I might take a break from this, so this episode might be getting finished a lot later than it actually was. So we'll see how I feel going into the rest of this project. But for now, I'm going to try doing those adjustments I just talked about to the top. The top is also too thin. I'm going to have a second floor in it for viewing. The viewing one would be ideal below it, and then another hatch to go to the top where the lights were, but I might not. I might make it a little pointed on the top or round it off and have a smaller viewing room up there. So we'll see, but I might move this whole thing up 1. Might actually end up doing that, but then I'm going to try first adjusting the bottom of this to try and see if I can get this to look a little bit better, and if I can't, then I'll probably be moving it up 1, making this a little bit taller, and going from there. So yeah, this was about it on this project. What else did I want to show? Gur's been building over there. No one else has really been on because the server's been down for a couple days. I'm like the first one to get on since the server's been put back online. I just think some people did a little bit more work, or Davis said on the docks. You know, he's just been like lining up everything, making it look all nice. You know, everything's getting lined up, so it's starting to look a lot nicer on the town map here. He's been doing a bunch of mining. One of them had a Unbreaking 3 book that I used to put on my diamond pickaxe that had efficiency 4, which was really nice that they let me use that. Because yeah, you can see here how everything's coming along in our little spawn village. He also, yeah, he's just doing a bunch of mining. Like now we just have a lot of other stuff for people to use. We got diamonds and slime balls. Of course, I kept my diamonds for myself, but maybe I'll put some of these in the chest. And I put everything else that I got here, though, like the gold and all the iron and stuff we got from the mining last episode. The only thing we're short on is string. I do need string, and I need to go hunt for some string. I made my, oh no, actually I used the rest of my diamonds. I made a diamond axe, I made a diamond sword, and then I have this diamond pickaxe that I can enchant, because I figured I'll get a good enchantment on those. But then I died. I fell and died and lost my levels, so that was kind of stupid. Davis has jungle saplings, but he hasn't brought any back yet. We have the dark oak and the birch and the spruce, but we still need acacia. Don't have those saplings yet. We have all of the crops, however, to farm. Actually, we don't have melons. We're still missing melons because I don't think anyone's found a mine shaft yet, because we still do need melons. What else? I'm just looking through and taking a good inventory of the stuff that we got. I'll go ahead and pop these into cook. Yeah, that is the status of all of this. Haven't gotten any achievements. Again, I haven't really played much in the middle of this episode because, you know, the server was down. But I'm going to go hunt some spiders, get some string, do a little bit more work on this, and then I'll catch you guys up. Okay, so here is the actual design that I've turned it into. It looks much better than it did before. It still needs a little bit of work, but this now looks much better on top of this smaller base now that I kind of smoothed this down. I tried putting in some pillars, like cobblestone walls and fences here, and maybe trimming this out to make this not square as well, but this looked too skinny and they just didn't really match. So for now I'm going to go ahead and leave this. I got a skeleton up there and I named it and trapped it in the minecart, and then it burned because the sun came up and I didn't cover the top of it. So we only have one other name tag left, so I might do some AFK in here to get another one so I don't feel bad using that. But everything is basically good up top now. So basically we have some decorating to the inside to do, and then I'm going to decide if I want to build a lookout tower on top, but I don't think I do. I think this actually looks fine for the size of this. So I might just build some sort of smoothed roof on top of it once I get another mob trapped up there. That's not a creeper. And then we'll go ahead and call this done for now. Alright, I have given up on monsters spawning up there. It just takes way too long. Gur had some string for me to use. I was able to kill some spiders, but they're really hard to find. But anyway, I ended up making leads. I'm using the other name tag. I think I'm going to AFK in the fish farm tonight. And let's see, what else have I got me? Yeah, I've basically cleared this out. This is all, I moved this so that it actually goes up through the center now so that you can get to each floor. And I've cleared this out because after doing some extensive testing in creative on single player, I now have found that this is a song for creative mode that is playing in the background right now. I've noticed I've had some music glitches. I was talking to Davis with this. I've been having 2 songs play at once again, but then also having the wrong songs play like on the main menu. So this is probably like leftover from I was just in creative mode. You can hear another song playing in the background. So sorry that might be a little confusing. It like the game doesn't clear that like you're in one mode, so then you're like in 2 modes at once. It's weird how that seems to be working, but see, the one will stop when you go back, but the other one doesn't. Either way, we'll get to enjoy a rare tune here, and I'm going to put a sheep, because in this one the sheep won't burn, so if I do mess up again, and when you go up there you won't be shot if you have to do maintenance on the lighthouse. I am going to take a sheep. We're just going to open this and let a sheep come out. Perfect. That was way too easy. That didn't even adjust it. That just didn't even adjust. Okay. So now we're going to take the sheep, which ran away as quick as it could, and we are going to drag it up to the top of the lighthouse. So come with me, Mr. Sheep. I tested the holes you need, and as easy it is to drag them vertical and everything. So we should be good to go. If I've done this correctly, this should be seamless. Beautiful, beautiful. No! Oh, it seems to actually be riding the ladder. Okay, good, it didn't die. Come back, Mr. Sheep. I like how leads don't break, you just get them again. So once you make them, they're like a tool, like you get them permanently, which is kind of nice. Come on. There we go, this might be better now. Because it's not on the ladder, so it's not there we go. It's not actually on the ladder, so it's not taking up all this hit space. Dang it! Oh god. That was a fail. Oh god, dang it. No! No! Why was that so hard to do? That was embarrassing how easy that was, and I couldn't do it. Oh my gosh. See, this is why I thought I would record this, because this is just going to turn into a crap storm. I was like, I'll just do this off screen, it'll take me 5 minutes, but I'm like, nope. When you're dealing with animals, it is just really difficult. Well, glad I didn't name, this is why I didn't name the sheep beforehand, because I figured there's a chance I might die. I'll organize my inventory later. I'm missing armor. No, I got all of my armor. Okay. Actually, let's take this down here, and I do need my food. How did I end up with steak again? I thought I ate all my steak. Okay, well, let's try this. I realized I hadn't died on the server yet. We were talking about that the other day, and then building this thing, I've fallen about 4 times or something. Speaking of which, yeah, I thought they had an elytra equipped. I've done that. Where's my death ones now? Plants potted. I never noticed that half these are ones that you could use. Isn't that one of the first ones? Minutes since last death. Oh, number of deaths 4. Yeah, those were all from falling from a high place. Have yet to be killed by a mob. Okay, well, let's try this again. Pop open a door. Out pops a sheep. Come on, sheep. Come on, Mr. Sheep. No, no! Okay, well, we got a second one. We'll probably need him. Come on. Are you seriously stuck? Come on. Yeah, the only thing about leads is you literally do drag them. It should be, when they're connected to a lead, they follow you like you have a piece of bread so that their AI kind of can work. Because their AI just doesn't really work when you get a lead. But I guess it's kind of the benefit of using lead versus the weed, because you have 2 different options. Okay, so we're going to get you over here so you don't go up the ladder, and now I'm going to go up, and now I'm going to force you here. There we go, perfect. Now I'm going to go all the way to the top this time. All the way to the top. Hopefully he doesn't snap the lead, bouncing around. Come on, come around. Come on. What? It dropped like 2 blocks. Does it like save up the fall damage or something? Okay, that was glitchy. Alright, that seems like a bug. Because it's like when you used to get in boats and fall, when you got out of there, you die because it would like save your fall damage from like the height that you are, because it only fell like 2. So do I need to put water up here? I could build a pool of water. Okay, I built a bit of water up there. Not sure if it's going to help, but maybe if I have them fall in there, they won't just instantly die. But maybe all of the ones in the pen have like 0 health. That's another possibility, because people have been like hitting them or punching them. So that could be a possibility. They just have low health in the pen, but we'll try this again. But it's also bouncing, so I'm starting to think maybe something weird was happening, like this. Stop bouncing. Stop bouncing. Come on. A little more. The nice thing is you can take off of this. Why are you still bouncing? Are we that high off the ground right now? Let's plug these holes up. Yes! I've done it! Sheep is here. Okay, so first things first, we're tearing this tower down. I had to tear apart up here, but it was worth it. Alright, let me get this guy and clean up. Here, let me get him in a minecart and let me clean this up. Alright, well there it is. The sheep lighthouse keeper is now going around endlessly in a minecart, powering that thing. So you notice that this one turns off sooner because tripwires don't stay tripped as long as detector rails stay tripped. So you get that little bit of a flash, but it's better than just having, if you take rid of this, and I think it looks kind of weird, you can get away with this look. I just wish we could have had one on the corner here, and or put some there, or even had 3 thick, but it just started to get weird, so we left that as is. From here it looks okay. I'm going to put a top on it, which is really just going to be a slanted roof. Then we'll boat out and see what it looks like out from the water. And then even though this is not ideal, and I agree it's not the most beautiful thing in the world, it's at least not an eyesore anymore. And I can go do something else and revisit this when I have more time, resources, or inspiration, or let someone else on the server take it up. Because I think Zerthick will have something he'll probably want to do with it. So we'll leave it for that. I'm going to put a quick roof on this, and we'll call it done. It plays music. Oh, it's noisy. These comparators I think would have been silent, but these pistons I think, or the pistons are loud, but I think these are at least silent. Or that didn't make any sense. Redstone would have been basically silent. Pistons are even louder though, so I think this is something we can work with in between. Whatever. This is really ugly and dumb, but it'll work. It probably won't look the best. I think from the outside it's going to want it to have looked steeper, but we'll leave it for now. So which one did it come down? This is where I came down. Plus, I'm out of blocks, so... what the heck went here? What in the... Ah, that's where it went. Okay. Sorry. It's so annoying being up here. We're gonna get out of here as quick as we can. So now this is done. I'm going to build this all the way through the center. And the sheep is going around. I'm not sure how I feel about this door. We're definitely probably just going to move it. We can just deal without a door if we need to. But I might be able to put it like one lower possibly, now that you can put trapdoors on anything. But then you probably won't be able to get up. But you can probably still get up. Let's see. Oh yeah, you can still get up. And that way it doesn't make as much noise. So which way is the sheep going? I want it to go... Yeah, that's the way I want it to spin. Okay, sheep is going around in circles. Yeah, we'll go take a look at it from the boat, and then we'll call this project done. Quick, 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 the sun is coming up. Let's take a look. Oh god, how do I turn around in a boat? There we go. Oh my god, I forget new boats. They're kind of silly. I don't know why I can't turn my head around and move in the boat. I have to turn the boat. Yeah, that looks not horrendous. It's no longer an eyesore, but it's not the most beautiful thing I've built. It needs some detail, but for now, it looks good. Why is that bottom right not lighting up? Is that just lighting glitch, or did a piece of redstone missing? Yeah, those bottom ones here aren't lighting up. Looks like I have 2 pieces of redstone missing. Did I ever lay the redstone? I knew I was missing some, I bet you I never put it down. well, I'll go put that down. But that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for watching as always. And next time, we've finally figured out what the heck we're going to do on the server and how this season is going to work. So I'll explain all of that, and we'll get started on what I have planned for this season. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later. See ya. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you'd like to check out some more Minecraft, why not check out my Sky Factory 2 Let's Play with Zerthick and Necker by clicking here in the top left. If you'd like to see something else, you can check out my Eidolon Let's Play that I'll be finishing this summer by clicking here in the top right. You can follow me on Twitter down below, and then if you'd like what you've seen so far and you have yet to subscribe, click the big banner below.